What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the top side of the map in the red color, playing as Hades. His name is Buggy. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Gaia. His name is Akkor. It's currently 1-0 in this best of 3 for the competitive mega random tournament group stage. The group stage. Yes. And, well, I mean, winner of this wins the game. Well, not the game. Well, yes, the game. If Buggy needs 2 games to win the series, Akkor needs 1 win to win the series. And we do have a fairly similar spawn to the last map, except this one is a lot more defensive. Much more like an Anatolia than a Mediterranean, which does allow for defensive-based civilizations to have a lot better time. The difference being that there's not a huge amount of walking time to get to the water, and you can kind of do what you want there. Now, the middle of the map here sometimes can spawn some pretty cool stuff in the middle, but unfortunately on this one, we just get the just like grass A terrain with some ice next to it. It looks cool, but it doesn't really give too much. Now, one thing that I think is going to be really interesting to see on these sorts of maps here is going to be things like when players start wising up and they go, well, okay, I'm spending X amount of resources to defend. What if I just jump into the middle, get a transport ship, put some villagers here and get a tower up? If you get a tower up here, then there's no way to counter that, because there's no way to get units in to shank it down without getting your own transport ship. So towers on this particular spawn seem to be very strong here. And we'll see how these players are going to go. Akkor, definitely an Atlantean favored player. He loves his Atlantean a lot more than everything else, and he's going to be attempting to make it work here in this game. Whereas Buggy, I've only been seeing him playing the Greek. He's going to be getting a temple up, 6 villages on wood over here. We'll see how it's all going. He does have 6 villages on food as well. So a little bit of ordering issues here. Normally this dock is going to be going up to 6 fish before you put your temple down, is the general gist where that's concerned. But Buggy going for the temple just a little bit earlier here, dropping down the house and seeing what he can do. But I would like to see some cheeky tower shenanigans. You can see also another thing that I'm not sure is 100%. It's not 100% meant to do this, but you can actually upgrade your towers, and they can sometimes spawn this close to the shore, and then they can be obnoxiously strong, especially if you're like Egyptian or something like this. And to continue the point, if you go in with like Set or Ra on a map like this, shifting Sanzing into the middle of the map and throwing up your towers, say you did that, you could put a tower right here and be attacking the fishing ship and being on the dock of your opponent very fast here into taking the water immediately, which I think is very scary. So lots of different options to think about here, and unfortunately very new. Well, if you're 1, new to the game ish, and 2, not liking water too much, you're probably going to try and play fairly standard and not think too much about the terrain that's being on offer here. As extra docks coming up, Oceanus on the way. Buggy going through Ares again here. 24 villages, 24 population at this point, with a bit of a better advance time this game around, as we see the dock getting dropped. He does have 5 fishing ships. Little bit low for a 430. You can get 9 fishing ships out with a 430 here, but Buggy's going to have a lot of wood in the bank to invest into early trireme here. As Akkor just about to hit the next age. A little bit slow here himself, actually. 10 seconds behind Ace Tempo. As we see another fishing ship coming out. The Bareme getting dropped down. Pestilence does get cast over here as the Bareems not really going to be impacted too much by that. We'll see what's going to happen here as the trireme's going to be wandering forward. Bareems versus triremes. It's a very, very easy win here for a trireme, and there are 2 of them here, and they're going to be able to take down this bareem very, very fast here as the bareem does actually retreat back. Akkor paying attention where that's concerned. Akkor going to be moving around the map here, searching for something to attack. So we do see a random oracle in the base of Buggy doing his stuff. So, I mean, any sort of tips here we can give, things like replacing your storehouse over here would be very, very helpful for Buggy. It's one of those small things which amounts to an insane amount of extra resources. So it's definitely something that you should consider when you're playing, as we are seeing some cheeky raids coming through here by Akkor, taking down those fishing ships. You have to react to this. We do see a bareem getting dropped on this position over here as well. The fishing ship does go down. The bareems are taking this fight right now. A little bit of micro there from Buggy, as Akkor, he's still okay over on this position because he's done so much damage in the main little dock here of Buggy. He's going to have to retreat away, but completely fine where this is concerned. If we take a look at the villages, no economic guild, no pickaxe, no nothing. We see the Cyclops coming in onto this position now, as Akkor does actually have to retreat. So Buggy playing a lot better in this game than in the first game. We'll see how he's going to go here. As take a look at the resources. It's 45 population, needs to drop some houses down. A lot of the times, if you find yourself housed, one of the best ways, and it's just a slight housed, one of the best ways to actually deal with said house is to force a fight, lose some population while you're getting the house up. And that's what we're seeing here from Buggy. As this Carnivora is still going to town on this dock, and we'll probably take it out in the near future here. So we do see a handful of bareem coming in to take down this trireme over here. Nice micro there from Akkor, dodging out on the triremes over here, as we do see Akkor now swinging around at the top side of the map here, trying to take down Buggy's ships, but Buggy does defend on the left side here, while the right side still pushes forward. This dock still getting very, very close to getting taken out, and this raid that Akkor hit not a minute ago is actually doing a ton of damage to Buggy's economy here, because he's only got 2 fishing ships on food, and you need 5 or 6 to maintain your villager production, which Buggy does not have at this moment. So he's going to need to get villagers onto food here, whereas Akkor, I don't think he's really slowing down here. His villagers just very easy, very calmly getting created. No problems where that's concerned. As we do in fact see Buggy losing his dock here. As Akkor is going to slowly make his way through. We see the dock going down. Now Buggy going to be moving in to defend. He's at 8 trireme versus Akkor's 8 bareems over here. We see a dock getting shot up here for Buggy, as he does realize he's lost one. See a Carnivora coming down just to help out a little bit more here to put a big stop to the naval forces of Buggy. And now Buggy is going to have to think, well, where to now? And he does decide in this moment, 8 minutes into the game, that the place to go is to resign. Having been in a very similar position in the first game, he's like, yeah, got to respect my opponent. There's probably no option to come back. A nice try here from Buggy. It's always nice to see the low-level players giving it a go. This tournament here does have a lower-level friendly section of the tournament. The losers of the group stages will go in and have a little duke out for a consolation prize, if you will, after we get through the group stages. So Buggy's going to be in the chances for that one where it's concerned. He's going to be learning a lot from these early games as well, I would assume, realizing, oh, I have to kind of work out how to play water at a decent clip here if I want to win some games in the next series. So just coming up with some sort of plan for some water maps. If he sees water, he needs to try and execute something interesting. And Akkor here showing, yep, he's a pretty solid player. coming in with his Uranus, coming in with his Gaia, executing fairly standard or Atlantean strategy here at a fairly decent level. Nice to see from Akkor getting the dub. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.